Good day, welcome to Drew's Book Reviews. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I was tagged by Epic Talez. His channel will be linked below in the Booktube love letter, Booktube info tag. So this one's going to be featuring my journey on Booktube. Why I started my channel, what I've learned since I started my channel, and how I feel I've improved since I started my channel. It's just kind of discussion of where I've started from to where I'm at now. So if you are interested, stay tuned. That is coming right up. All right, so right before we get into this Booktube info tag love letter, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You could also join me on the Patreon and Discord. Links for that will be down below. Anyway, let's talk about my Booktube experience so far since I started this channel. Now, I actually started Drew's Book Reviews back in 2017, and I gotta tell you, when I started my Booktube channel, man, did I suck at making videos. They were horrible. Lighting was terrible, sound was terrible, setting was terrible, just terrible. And just absolutely, I look back at those videos and I just kind of shudder. And I've definitely come a long way since then. And you know, I just want to start out a little bit talking about why did I start Booktube? Why did I do this? Well, I love reading. I've loved reading for a long time. I actually started with a WordPress blog with respect to writing written reviews on the books that I'm enjoying, and I just found I wasn't all that great at writing written reviews, but I also found it was exceptionally time consuming. I'd often spend several days writing and editing and checking that and just trying to find the time in there to do that. Not that Booktube isn't time consuming, it definitely takes up some time for sure, but I just found that it was becoming tedious writing out written reviews on the books that I was reading, and so I decided, why don't I start a YouTube channel? And that's when Drew's Book Reviews was born. And so I started back in 2017, made some videos that were just absolutely terrible quality. And honestly, that lasted for a couple years. I just really didn't know what I was doing and didn't really realize I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I'd seen other channels that had, you know, great lighting, great sound, great setup, but I saw the kind of equipment they were using and I thought, man, I can't afford studio lights. I can't afford having these fancy computers and editing software. And so I just kind of stuck with the very bare bones basic that I had. Unbeknownst to me, for the longest time, I didn't realize that there was actually some really cost-effective, low-cost options for things like editing software and stuff like that. And to actually now where I use my phone to record these videos because my phone's got a great camera. And little things like this mic that I'm using are definitely things that I didn't have when I started out my Booktube channel. And so definitely I've learned a lot about how to utilize the tools at my disposal more effectively as I've grown from the beginnings of my channel to now. So we'll definitely talk a little bit about some of the things I enjoy doing, but I also want to talk a little bit about my approach to creating Booktube videos and how I approach that. One thing that's very important for me is a work-life balance. So work-life Booktube balance is very, very important. So of course, like pretty much a lot of people with families, I do work full-time. And so that is something that, you know, has to be a priority for me. I've got a family, you know, 3 kids, and definitely that has to be the priority. So balancing my work life with my family life, finding the time to make YouTube content can be a delicate balance for sure. And so I have to be really conscious, I guess, of how much time I'm able to devote to making these videos. Many channels are putting out videos up to 5 days a week. That's just not something I feel that I could reasonably do with my videos. And so I really have to take this work-life balance. And this is important for everybody, especially, you know, if you are a content creator, you do you, absolutely, you do what works for you. But I do feel having that balance is very important when it comes to anything that we're doing in our life. Work-life balance is important as well. So for my schedule, what I typically do is I'll be up in the mornings before my kids get up, and I will devote that time to watching a little bit of Booktube videos, also some science-based videos, because I do enjoy some science channels on YouTube as well. And that'll be my Booktube watching / reading time, typically from about 6 to 9 in the morning. And On other days where I'm not doing the reading, I'll usually replace it with what I'm doing right now, which is filming a booktube video while the kids are still in bed. This is my time. About once a week maybe I'll devote to filming time where I would normally be reading. And so, I mean, I would love to be able to do my normal amount of reading plus the booktube filming in a day, but for me that's just not practical and realistic when there are videos that I want to film and make. And so I have to strike that balance, and that morning time is my time for bookish related content, whether that's reading or making videos. This is very important, but it also has, you know, a finite amount of time, just a couple hours. So I focus on just filming the videos. You know, I can do the editing or whatnot after the kids get up, which is fine. But typically once a week is what I devote to that time to doing these videos. And that's important to kind of get that balance. And so I do also try to take a very simple approach to making the videos. You know, I definitely do enjoy throwing in some effects and whatnot within my videos as well. For example, green screen. Green screen can be a lot of fun, and you can do a lot of really cool things with the green screen. It's something that I've really enjoyed started to utilize with my channel last year when I got my green screen, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been able to do some really cool effects. So I'll put a little video here of how that works in the actual editor, or maybe it's on this side or that side, I don't know, it's somewhere up there. So you can kind of see it just showing how I do that on the editor. But in any case, the green screen is really cool in how we can do that. So I mean, I could literally place myself anywhere. For example, I could be in outer space. Cool, just floating through the cosmos, no spacesuit on. I'm magic, I could breathe in space. I know, crazy, right? Or maybe I want to be under the sea one day, so just kind of, boom, I'm in the ocean, under the sea, swimming with the fishes, enjoying the view. Or, you know, maybe I want to be out in the desert or something. So I could be in the middle of a desert one day and just kind of put me in all these different places. And that's the great fun about a green screen, is you're able to kind of throw yourself anywhere you want to be. And with my green suit, I can do different cool things like that. I've got some videos where I say kind of do an invisibility effect. Check out my book memes video. I've got an effect in there using my green suit. So green screen can be a tool to really put a little bit more fun into creating the videos that I've found. And I definitely do enjoy that. Okay, so one other thing that I do want to touch on with this is analytics on YouTube. They're a great tool. They help you understand how your channel's doing, how it's performing, what kind of videos do well, what kind of videos do not so well, and overall gives you a good indication of how your channel's doing. Now, a lot of booktubers out there love looking at their analytics and love, you know, focusing on content that gets higher views. Now, I enjoy making content that gets higher views, and I want to preface that, and I definitely do enjoy that. And that is a really cool and good thing. But I also know for myself that when I focus on my analytics too much, when I focus on how something is performing too much, and if I become overly focused, or if I focus too much on what is going to get the best views, for myself, that would really suck the joy out of this channel for me, because I'd become focused on doing the content that I know is going to get good views and not doing the content that isn't going to get good views. And that for me would take the joy out of it, because, you know, there are things that I am enjoying doing that honestly are some of the lowest performing stuff on my channel. My Edgar Allan Poe series is an example of that. You know, it's something that I'm really enjoying doing. And I'm enjoying reading through the Edgar Allan Poe stories, but honestly, those videos, they don't get a whole lot of views compared to other videos on my channel. And honestly, that's okay with me. I don't have a problem with that, because this channel is all about the joy I derive from reading and what I'm reading. I'm doing this as a hobby because I enjoy doing so. It was never about, you know, pushing the channel out to earn revenue on it. I do have a Patreon, but it was never about the money. You know, there are other things that I want to get for this channel that, quite frankly, I just don't have the resources or budgetary means to drop a whole lot of more money on this channel than I already have. And so I have Patreon that hopefully will help out with that down the road. I've got a couple of patrons now, so but ultimately this channel is about what I enjoy reading and doing, and so I don't want it to become a chore. I don't want it to become a burden. I don't want to become so focused on my stats that I lose sight of what I made this channel for to begin with, which is to express my love of reading and share that with the world. And that's what's really important to me. And you know, if you're a booktuber out there and you've seen tremendous success, I mean, we've got people like Murphy and Daniel, who, if you're in the booktube community, you know who these two are. You know, they've seen tremendous success with their channels, and that is awesome. I'm happy for them that they found something that works well for them. But for me, it's all about just making the content that I love. It's about enjoying what I'm doing, and it's about spreading the love of reading. And I don't want to focus on whether or not the video I'm going to make is the kind of video that's going to get a massive lot of views. I just want to focus on videos that I'm happy making, that I enjoy making. I definitely want to get better. I want to improve my video making abilities, and I think that I've come a long way since I started in 2017, and I think that I'll continue to do so. You know, I've recently started doing live streams, which I've found to be really enjoyable. And I'm really looking forward to that. Speaking of live streams, you know, I've done a few with a couple of other booktubers as well. And I've got some stuff that I'll probably keep doing as far as live streams go. I know I had an author interview back in June, end of June, and you know, I'll probably have more come down the road in the future as well. So just things that I really enjoy focusing on is where I want to focus my energies and efforts with this channel, and bringing that happiness to me for sharing that love. And that's really what it's all about. And Booktube has been a great resource for me. I've had a tremendous time in this community, and I absolutely love it. The engagement that I have received on this channel has been awesome, and I'm loving that engagement. I've had some great engagement down on the Discord. I've had some great engagement from comments section of these videos as well, and it's just something that I'm really enjoying doing, and I'm going to continue to do. And it all comes down to for me at least, it comes down to make the videos you want to make. Don't worry too much about the analytics. You know, look at them. I do look at my analytics, and you know, it's great for information-based purposes. I look at them, you know, out of curiosity's sake. How's things going? How's the channel doing? But I try not to focus on whether or not it's performing super well or not super well. Just really kind of focus on making the best content I can and let the numbers take care of themselves. And that's how I approach it, so that I can keep my mentality sane about my videos. And overall, I really enjoy this type of content. I enjoy making it, and I'll definitely continue to do so. And you know, that's my approach, and that's my style, I guess, of doing booktube. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, join me down in the Discord and Patreon if you want to support this channel. And we will see you next time on the next episode of Drew's Book Reviews. Until then, keep on reading. Bye.